Now, do you remember the days when your gaming experiences weren't just about grinding solo campaigns or even yelling into a headset at some random player halfway across the world? No, I'm talking about something way better. I mean, yeah, sure, online multiplayer gaming is great and all, but there's something quite magical about being physically next to your best friend, where you could scream, where you could laugh, and even, yes, elbow them in the ribs when they stole your power-up. Sound familiar, or is this something you've yet to experience as a gamer? So join me today as I take a look at the golden age of co-op gaming.
Huh, neat.
Let's kick things off with Contra. You know the drill: 2 soldiers and countless enemies, as well as an absurd amount of bullets.
Excellent!
And let's be honest, without the Konami code, many of us would still be stuck on that first jungle level. But that's what made Contra a staple of co-op gaming. You weren't just fighting off alien forces, you were syncing up with your partner, dodging bullets like your lives depended on it, and covering each other's backs as the intensity ramped up. In fact, beating Contra wasn't all about skill, it was about that team victory. And boy did it feel sweet when you finally took down that last boss together. And then there was Double Dragon, a local legend that eventually made its way from the arcade into the homes of gamers. Double Dragon wasn't just a beat 'em up, it was a full-on co-op brawl. You and your partner were out there on the mean streets, laying waste to waves of bad guys. And let's not forget that final twist at the very end of the game. Nothing like a friendly bit of competition to keep things spicy.
Oh my.
Never gets old, but anyway, you can't talk about co-op gaming without mentioning an absolute legend that found itself on the Sega Mega Drive. I am of course referring to Streets of Rage. This game took the beat 'em up genre and cranked it to the next level. It wasn't just the tunes that made this game such a legend, it was the perfect balance of combat strategy and, let's face it, total street level carnage. And under the mean streets we had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, more importantly, Turtles in Time. Cowabunga dude, I regret nothing! This was co-op perfection. I mean, it didn't get much cooler than teaming up with your friend as one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, travelling through time and taking on classic villains like Shredder and Krang. The levels were vibrant, they were action-packed and filled with references to the beloved cartoon series. The best part was, you never knew what was coming next. One moment you're fighting in prehistoric times, and then the next you're in a futuristic city. But let's not stop there. Do you guys remember Gauntlet? Now this was a game that tested your limits of friendship. I mean, Gauntlet wasn't just a game in itself, it was actually an endurance test. 4 players all trying to survive the never-ending dungeon crawl while scrambling for food and avoiding traps. Obviously, teamwork was key here, but it also had a fun competitive edge. There was always that one friend that would hoard all the health potions. Don't say it wasn't you, because it was. But anyway, what about Battletoads, the ultimate test of friendship?
I hate you.
I mean, seriously, that speeder bike level, it still haunts me. But that's the beauty of these co-op games though. They were tough and they pushed you, but obviously the frustration was real, but so was the satisfaction when you finally made it past that level you've been stuck on for absolutely ages.
Oh, thank God.
So here's the thing, these co-op games weren't just about beating the final boss or racking up the high score. They were all about the experience, about being there with your friends side by side and working together, all the while having an absolute blast. It didn't matter if you were taking down the alien invaders in Contra, or fighting off waves of enemies in Double Dragon, or even just trying to survive the chaos in Gauntlet. These games were about that connection. And in today's world, where everything feels so digital and distant, there's something quite powerful about being together. Maybe that's what we're really craving when we think back about these games. I mean, it's not just the gameplay, but it's the overall experience and the memories associated with these titles.
You're goddamn right.
So why not grab a friend and a controller and relive the glory days of retro co-op gaming? But anyway, come back next time where I take a look at a world where Sonic took the place of Knuckles the Echidna as the guardian of the Master Emerald. Thank you so much for watching and see you next game.